morning, children. Welcome to our Mathematics Grade 5, Week 3, Quarter 4. Our competency is find the volume of a given cube and rectangular prism using cubic centimeter and cubic meter. Estimate and use appropriate unit of measure for volume. After going through this lesson, you are expected to find the volume of a given cube and rectangular prism using cubic centimeter and cubic meter. Estimate and use appropriate unit of measure for volume. In our previous lessons, you have learned to visualize the volume of a cube and rectangular prism and also name the appropriate unit of measure used for measuring the volume of a cube and a rectangular prism. In example, we are going to find the volume of a cuboid by counting the number of cubes. In our solutions, the number of cubes are 12. Its volume is 12 cubic centimeter. Another example, count the cubic units to find the volume of each. What is the answer? Correct. 32 cubic centimeter. Next, another example. What do you think is the volume? Correct. There are 60 cubic centimeter. Today, our lesson is on finding the volume of a cube and rectangular prism. In a volume of a cube, volume is the name of the amount of space a solid figure occupies and is measured in cubic units like cubic meter, cubic centimeters, and cubic decimeters. A cubic unit is 1 unit cube. To measure a pair of cubes, we can count how many cubes are in its length, its width, its height, and multiply them. Aside from counting the number of cubic units in a solid figure to get the capacity of or volume, we can use also the formula. Like volume of a cube is equal to edge times edge times edge. In rectangular prism, volume is equal to area of base times height, length times width times height. Example, what is the volume of a balikbayan box measuring 9 cm on each edge? Ang bawat side o bawat edge ay equal size. There is 9 cm each sides. So the balikbayan box is a cube since edges are equal of lengths. In our solution, the volume is equal side times side times side. Volume is equal to 9 cm, 9 cm, 9 cm. And then, you are going to multiply all the sides. 9 times 9 times 9 is equal to volume 729 cubic centimeter or 729 centimeter cube. Therefore, the volume of a box is 729 cubic meter. In a volume rectangular prism, a rectangular prism is a 3-dimensional object with 6 rectangular faces. Volume of a rectangular prism, length times width times height. Cubic units or V is equal to L times W times H cubic units. In example, a concrete water tank has the following measurements on the inside: 4 meters, 3 meters, and 6 meters. How much water can the concrete tank hold if it is full? Sa example dito, gaano karaming tubig ang may lalagay sa tangke ng tubig kung ito ay puno? What do you think? Ang given ay ang length ay 4 meter, ang width ay 3 meter, and ang height ay 5 meters. Our solution is volume is equal to length times width times height. So the volume is the length is 4 meter, the width is 3 meter, and the height is 5 meter. So multiply first the length times width. And then 4 times 3, 12 times 5. Multiply the product by the height. 12 times 5 is equal to 60. So 60 cubic meter or 60 cubic centimeter cube. Therefore, the volume is 60 cubic meter or 60 cubic centimeter. Example number 2. The given box has length of equal 15 centimeter. Find the volume of a box. Solution: B is equal to L times W times height. 15 times 8 is equal to 120, and then multiply the product to the height. 120 times 6 is 720. Therefore, the volume is 720 cubic meter or 720 centimeter cube. Another example, a water tank is 80 meter long, 80 meter wide. What is the volume of the water in the tank if the depth is of water is 40 meter? So, V is equal to 80 meter times 50 meter times 40 meter is equal to 160,000 cubic meters. Estimating in using appropriate unit of measure of volume. To estimate the volume, you have to determine what appropriate unit of measurement you're going to use. Most closely matches the object you are measuring. Estimating helps you see if your measurement is accurate. Example, get 1 small pack of chocolate drink and 1 big pack of chocolate drink. Without actually looking at the amount, volume of the chocolate drink in each pack, estimate how many small packs can fit in the big pack. Let us say that the small pack contains 180 ml of chocolate drink and the big pack contains 1000 ml of chocolate drink. Without actual computation, estimate how many 180 ml will fit in 1000 ml pack. If your estimate is between 5 and 6 180 ml packs, you have the best estimate. You may try pouring the 180 ml of chocolate drink into a 1 liter container to check if your answer is correct. Another example, each tissue box has a volume of 125 cubic inches. There are 9 tissue boxes in the larger box. Estimate the volume of the big box holding the small tissue boxes. To estimate the total volume of several identical items, find the volume of 1. If 1 is equal to 125 cubic inches, round to the nearest whole unit. Round the 125 to 100. If the volume of one item is if 80 cubic inches, round to 100, then multiply the quantity. If 225 cubic centimeter, round to 200, then multiply by the quantity. If 750 cubic inches, round to 800, then multiply the quantity. In example, each tissue box has a volume of 125 cubic inches. There are 9 tissue boxes in the larger box. Estimate the volume of the big box holding the small tissues. Estimate the volume of the big box holding the small tissues boxes. So multiply the quantity. 9 is the quantity, then 125 round to 900 cubic inches. Therefore, the estimated volume of the box holding the tissue boxes is 900 cubic inches. Kung natatandaan nyo, subukan natin kung meron kayo naaalala sa ating diniscuss o tinalakay. Find the volume which is solid figure. What is the volume of 7 meter, 15 meter, and 1 meter? The length is 15 meter. The width is 7 meter. The height is 4 meter. So our volume is 420 cubic meter. Now, let us answer another example of cube 12 cm. Let's answer another example. Cube is 12 cm. So B is equal to E times E. So is E. So 12 times 12 times 12 is 1,720 cubic centimeter. 1,728 cubic centimeter is the answer. Now, in estimate the volume of the book is 96 cubic decimeter. What do you think is the answer? What do you think is the volume of the largest box? Okay, correct. 1 million decimeter. We're going to round the 96 to 100. So 100 times 100 times 100 is 1 million cubic decimeter. Take note. Remember, cubes and rectangular prisms have rectangular bases and faces that are parallel and congruent. We multiply the area of the base and height of the solid to get the volume. Volume is the number of cubic units contained in a solid figure. The volume of rectangular prism is equal to the product. The volume of a rectangular prism is equal to the product of its length, width, and height. Volume rectangular prism is equal length Volume rectangular prism is equal to length times width times height, or V is equal to L times W times H. The volume of a cube is equal to cube of an edge or side. Volume cube equals to edge times edge times edge, or side times side. To estimate the total volume of several items, find the volume of one rounded to the nearest whole unit and multiply by the quantity.